If you're waking up every day and dreading your workouts, the likelihood is that you're not bored. It's probably something else. And I think in the 5 things that I've got here to help you find your rhythm back with your exercise, will fix it. Most people think that they've lost motivation or a desire to exercise. But actually, often what I find with clients is that it's become a bit of a grind. Same exercises, same workout routines, same rep ranges, which all do lead to good levels of progress, no denying, but aren't always the most enthralling. And if you find yourself negotiating with yourself to get out of the house, maybe these 5 things will help get you back into a place where you're loving training again. To enjoy your training, the first tip that I've got for you is to do things that you enjoy. Now that one sounds incredibly obvious, but it's one that gets overlooked more often than I think people realise. I don't think exercise has to be the most thrilling thing every time you do it. I don't think you have to love it. But sometimes when motivation is really low, the best thing you can do is try and focus on the things that you really enjoy doing. And that might be specific exercises or types of activities. You might like Zumba, you might like running, whatever it is. For me, it is riding on my bicycle, doing Olympic weightlifting, or skiing. Now I live in London, so skiing isn't always really an option, but I've put in some beautiful B-roll footage there because it looks nice, doesn't it? Tip number 2 is to focus on performance. Sometimes you can get so caught up in your training being about what it is that you look like rather than how it is that you perform. Instead of thinking about things like, I need to burn 500 calories so that I can go out for dinner with my wife this evening, start thinking about things as a metric of performance. Can I add kilos to my lifts? Can I add repetitions to my lifts? Making progress is actually quite addictive, and wins lead to more wins. But fundamentally, it really gives you this one thing, which is it makes your sessions have a greater purpose. And that alone can completely change the whole point of going to the gym. If you are finding this useful, you can subscribe or like the video. It takes a couple of seconds. And if you need help on a deeper level, I have actually put in the description a box that you can message me and we can see how we might be able to help you with your training. Tip 3 feels like a little bit of a cheat and maybe that you're scrimping and not giving it your all, but that's actually the point. Tip 3 is do the minimum. If you are finding yourself really on the cusp of not doing any training at all, something that massively improves mood, aesthetics, performance is to just go do half an hour, work really hard, leave. Sometimes just turning up, doing the basic bits, grinding out a few sessions is going to be the thing that pushes you through and gets you out onto the other side of this malaise. By giving yourself permission to do less, you are going to not only have to do less and therefore commit less time, but you are also going to stop your sessions feeling like failures, and that's a big boost. Tip 4 is to simplify absolutely everything. If you are not enjoying something and then you look at your program and it's got 14 different accessory exercises, 12 sets of each exercise, taking them towards failure on every single exercise, that's also adding a degree of difficulty that you're not really capable of dealing with. The trick is to pick 4 or 5 exercises: squat, bench, deadlift, shoulder press, bent over row, pull up, and work on those things. And that way you have done a full body session and you're over and done with quickly. Tip 5 is to create a challenge. Give yourself something to work towards. It doesn't have to be a 12-week transformation or an increase in a specific number on your lifts, but it could be to do something new, something different, and something that you might find some more enjoyment from doing. When there's a target, your sessions start to have a little bit more meaning and a little bit more purpose. And having a purpose really removes a lot of the issues around why the sessions are feeling difficult, because you can almost stomach any lack of enjoyment by having a reason for doing it. All 5 of these tips hopefully have a basis in giving yourself and your training some more purpose. Once you have a little bit more purpose within the activity itself, you can stomach how boring it is, and you can find something more enjoyable in the purpose of the training itself. And remember, if you have fallen out of love with your training, it's probably not permanent and it's probably not catastrophic. If you just pick one of these 5 things and focus on that and make that the forefront of your training, hopefully that will help you get through these next couple of weeks and really find a rhythm with it all. The expert people at YouTube think that this video might be the one that will most benefit you. I trust them.